You reach for your phone within seconds of waking. You unlock it without thinking and scroll before standing up. You check it again while eating, working, even mid-conversation. You do not notice the exact moment your hand moves. You only notice the time that disappears. Minutes fragment into small scroll sessions. Those fragments accumulate into hours. Your attention resets dozens of times per day. You are not exhausted from work. You are exhausted from constant interruption. And it keeps happening. Subscribe for daily discipline. Compulsive phone use is not a character flaw. It is a conditioned loop. Every loop begins with a cue, a vibration, a red notification badge, a moment of boredom, a difficult task. The cue creates tension, a small spike of curiosity or discomfort. Your brain wants resolution. You reach for the device. You swipe. You scroll. The tension drops. A reward appears. Maybe it is a message. Maybe it is novelty. Maybe it is nothing meaningful at all. But the brain records one fact. Action reduced discomfort. That is reinforcement. When reinforcement follows an action, the action strengthens. Not emotionally, neurologically. The loop tightens through repetition. Cue. Action. Relief. You repeat this cycle dozens of times daily, often hundreds. Over time, the cue no longer needs to be strong. Silence becomes a cue. Waiting becomes a cue. Thinking becomes a cue. Your environment fills with triggers. Phone on desk. Phone in pocket. Phone beside your bed. Each visible presence is a silent instruction. Pick me up. The brain begins to anticipate reward. Anticipation itself releases dopamine. You feel the urge before you even touch the screen. That urge is not desire. It is conditioning. And conditioning does not negotiate. It responds to structure. Repeated behavior becomes identity evidence. If you check your phone 120 times per day, your brain concludes, this is what we do. Small actions repeated long enough become automatic. Automatic behaviors require less awareness. Less awareness means less resistance. You do not decide to scroll. You execute a pattern. Pause for a second. Notice how often the movement happens before thought. That is not weakness. That is programming. And programming can be rewritten, but only through correction. You cannot eliminate phone addiction in general. You isolate one pattern. Choose the weakest link. Morning scrolling. Workday distraction. Nighttime looping. Pick one. Not all. If you attack everything, you fail everywhere. Let us assume the weakest pattern is morning scrolling. The cue is waking up. The phone is within reach. Your eyes open. Your hand moves. First correction. Remove the trigger. Do not sleep with the phone beside your bed. Place it outside the room or across the room. Distance weakens automatic reach. Second correction. Add friction. Set a long passcode. Disable face recognition in the morning. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Friction interrupts flow. The brain prefers easy reward. Increase difficulty. Reduce frequency. Third correction. Insert a replacement behavior. When you wake, stand immediately. Make your bed. Drink water. The replacement must occur before phone access, not after. You are not removing a behavior. You are replacing a sequence. Old sequence. Wake. Reach. Scroll. New sequence. Wake. Stand. Move. The phone becomes delayed reward. Delay weakens reinforcement. Discipline feels uncomfortable at first. You will feel the urge. Your hand may even search the empty space. That discomfort is proof the loop is weakening. Do not interpret discomfort as failure. Interpret it as rewiring. Pause here. This is where most people quit. They expect motivation to carry them. It will not. Correction must repeat even when emotion drops. Now isolate the second pattern. Workday checking. Cue is difficulty. You begin a demanding task. Attention strains. The brain seeks escape. Phone provides quick relief. Correction here requires environmental redesign. Place the phone in another room during deep work. Not face down. Not on silent beside you. Out of sight. Out of reach. Then define fixed check windows. For example, 2 scheduled times before noon. 2 after. Outside those windows, no access. If the urge appears, write it down. Literally write. Check phone later. This simple action builds awareness. Awareness breaks automation. Now the nighttime pattern. Late scrolling in bed. Cue is fatigue mixed with stimulation. You are tired but not ready to stop input. Correction. Create a shutdown ritual. At a fixed time, place the phone to charge outside the bedroom. Replace scrolling with a low stimulation activity. Paper book. Light stretching. Silence. Do not trust willpower at midnight. Design the environment earlier. Remember, you are not fighting yourself. You are adjusting cues and rewards. One loop at a time. This is a 30-day correction system. Structured. Gradual. Non-emotional. Days 1 to 7. Observation phase. Track phone pickups daily. Do not change anything yet. Just measure. Count morning pickups. Workday pickups. Night pickups. Awareness increases friction automatically. You may feel embarrassed. Good. Days 8 to 14. Remove one trigger. Choose the strongest loop. Redesign that environment only. Move the phone at night or during work. Install app limits if needed. Disable unnecessary notifications. No dramatic detox. Just one controlled correction. Days 15 to 21. Add friction and delay. Longer passcode. No biometric unlock during specific hours. Scheduled check windows only. When urge appears, wait 2 minutes. Use a timer. Most urges fade within 90 seconds. You are training pause. Pause builds control. Days 22 to 26. Insert replacement behaviors. Morning routine before screen. Work block before access. Evening shutdown ritual. Consistency matters more than intensity. Miss once. Correct immediately next cycle. Do not wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow multiplies damage. Days 27 to 30. Consolidation. Review pickup count again. Compare to week 1. The number should drop. If it does not, adjust friction. Increase distance. Increase delay. Decrease exposure. By day 30, you are not cured. You are conditioned differently. Phone use becomes intentional, not reflexive. Identity shifts slowly. You become someone who checks with purpose, not someone who reacts to every cue. Understand this clearly. Time passes whether you correct the pattern or not. 30 days from now will arrive. The only difference will be structure. Either the loop strengthens, or you do. Choose repetition wisely. Subscribe for daily discipline.